next presenter is Danielle Sarta from the Creative Writing MFA program.
Adoption stories have been prevalent in popular culture for decades. Think about the story of Anne of Green Gables, the movie Juno, the character Superman. Even Disney has had their hand at stories like Hercules and Tarzan, and in 2012, the Avengers movie, Thor makes a joke about his adopted brother Loki. These are all the kinds of stories that I grew up with as an adoptee, and in their messages I could see my own life reflected. The message of an unfortunate child is born and given a better chance at life with a family that's not their biological one. However, despite all this example of representation, I still felt like something was missing. I was hearing all these stories of adoption, but I wasn't seeing my own or my family. In 2020, I happened to catch an episode of the TV show This Is Us, where the Black adopted child Randall attends a support group for transracial adoptees, and that was when it clicked. That's the term I've been looking for, transracial adoption, which basically means that a child is adopted by a family that doesn't share the same race or ethnicity as them. Growing up as a Hispanic child in a white household, I was often told I looked like my parents and still get told that I look like my sisters despite not being related to them. So this term wasn't something that I wouldn't have even considered, could have never fathomed existed. But once I learned about it, I took it upon myself to do as much research as I could, trying to find any and all examples of adoptees whose experiences looked like mine. What I was able to find is that in recent years, transracial adoptee stories are becoming much more popular. In 2016, we saw the movie Lion, starring Dev Patel, who plays an Indian adoptee, and just this year was the movie Joyride, starring Ashley Park, who plays a Chinese adoptee who discovers she's actually Korean. Yet, when I researched Hispanic transracial adoptees specifically, no results came up. There's no examples of Hispanic transracial adoptees in media, popular culture, anywhere. In December of 2020, a study was released by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services that took place between the years of 2017 to 2019 that showed 90% of all transracial adoptions were between children of color and white families. 21% of those were Black children adopted by white families, and 35% were Hispanic children adopted by white families. How is it that a demographic can be over a third of all transracial adoptions and still have no sort of media representation? But right now, the group that's most vocal about transracial adoption are Asian adoptees. So I've been researching their stories, their experiences, in order to merge them with my own in my thesis. The goal of my thesis is to create a platform for a demographic that historically hasn't been given any. Through my own personal essays and poems, I hope to create a space for other Hispanic transracial adoptees like me to share their stories. Thank you.